Hi, we're on day 10. Da-da-da-da-da. And today we're going to talk about men and a little bit of husband management, if you is what you call this. I've been having you look after yourself first. That's all part of the self-care. And as a saying, biblical saying is, don't cast the first stone unless you haven't sinned yourself, which means I'm translating, you've cleaned up yourself, your self-care, your drawers, your makeup, your initial areas, and now you're strong and confident and you're ready to empower yourself to do the other people's stuff in your house. And I want to challenge you here is to just tread softly. There's a little bit of tact involved here. So just think about it. If somebody just walked into your closet and said, "Oh, you've got to throw out half your t-shirts, and I don't like this sweater, and let me help you, get rid of half of your things," there would be a little defense mechanism that would come up, and maybe not be so badly, end up quite so nicely. So now that we've made an example, and I just love hearing from you that your husbands are starting to get the hint and they're helping out around the house. And so that also makes it easier to have this transition conversation. Okay. So something like, "Hey, honey, do you want me to help you with your t-shirt drawer?" And I use this same tactic on my husband. He goes, "Oh, no, 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 no. I'm going to do my t-shirt drawer." And usually it's when he's actually stuffing more clothes, like clean clothes, laundry, into the drawer. And I go, "Would you like me to help you with that, honey?" No, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'll do this. And it might take 3 or 4 times. And finally, my husband says, "Okay, we'll do this together because I don't want you to throw anything out." Okay, so there's a starting point. But when you're sorting those t-shirts, let's sort the t-shirts, honey. Half of them are going to have stains on them, caulking or grease or wherever. My husband is an engineer, so he's always under a house or under a boat or under a car or whatever. He gets he's just bad on clothes. So we made piles of the dirty dirties that he could use for work t-shirts and the not so dirties that are for casual wear, and some nicer things that actually he could wear and I would be proud to be with him when we go out of the house. And so we sorted a few things out and decided, hey, couldn't they all fit into the drawer nicely, or does it make sense to have a separate spot for the nasties? And so that was sort of the psychology of moving things around. I need you to use the words let's, let me help, do you want to, ask the questions, and what do you think? And if he's not ready to throw anything out, do you know what? Just put it aside and say, we're going to put this aside for now. And you know what? When it gets big enough, well, you know what to do with it, girls, okay? So I want you to tread lightly with your gentlemen and also with your children. You don't want to go in there and just rearrange their whole toy room and throw half of the stuff that's outgrown. You'll have to turn it into a reason why. Maybe there's some people respond to, maybe there's some children that aren't going to have enough toys this year. Are you finished with some of them so we can pass them on for another little boy or girl? Or maybe put the big boy toys in one area and the younger boy toys in this area. You can play with them at any time, but let's clean them up and sort them out and get all the pieces together. And when you're ready, we can move them along to another child. So there's a little bit of psychology touching other people's stuff. And if you've read any books about that, actually Marie Kondo had a book out, in fact, it's probably still out, about the Japanese art of tidying. And she writes out that when she was 5 years old, she started rearranging the whole house and she got a lot of people mad at her. And so it's a great story and a lot of tips in there as well too. Anyway, what I found in my travels is scarf. I got boxes and boxes and boxes of scarves, because every time I would go overseas, I would buy scarves to give away. And then when I got back, I couldn't give them all away. So This is the before. I said some of them are going to be rolled, some of them are going to be folded, and I wanted to show you the ones that have a little bit of fringe. Here's one. Okay, make sure when you fold them, the fringe goes inside here because you don't want to mash it or get caught on anything. So when you're finished with your folding, there, we got a good picture of this. The fringe should be all tucked inside nice and neat. And you can make it as small as you want to tuck into your drawer. And you can stack them one on top just like you did your t-shirts, or you can stand them up straight like you did with the underwear. So why don't you go have a look in your scarf drawer while your hubby's cleaning out his t-shirt drawer, and we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, day 10, it's another milestone here. You're doing great. Encouragement. There's just so much more around the corner. So stay with it, and I'll see you tomorrow. Cha cha cha.